From humble villages to global megacities, urbanization has been one of humanity's greatest leaps. We built skylines, connected continents, and redefined what it means to live. But progress left behind a cost. Waste. Mountains of it. From New York to Nairobi, Jakarta to Johannesburg, a global pattern emerged. Landfills became time bombs. Legacy waste, layered over decades, began to leak into a collective future. And in India's own fast-growing city, Kochi, the problem turned visible. Kochi, Queen of the Arabian Sea, a city of intellect, enterprise, and rising skylines. With Info Park, Lulu Mall, and a world-class port, it stood for modern Kerala. Yet, behind its gleam, a 110-acre scar, Brahmapuram. Ignored for years, Brahmapuram silently grew into a mound of methane, leachate and decay. Until March 2023, when the smoke rose. It wasn't monsoon mist. It was on fire. Brahmapuram burned.
Now, the city of Kochi, located in the Indian state of Kerala, a blanket of toxic smoke.
A huge fire has been raging at a massive dump yard on the outskirts.
ബ്രഹ്മപുരത്ത് 2020 ശേഷം ഏകദേശം 30ഓളം പ്രാവശ്യം തീ കത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പോലും 2023 മാർച്ച് 2-ലുണ്ടായ തീ ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് ഏറെ വ്യത്യസ്തമായിരുന്നു. ഏകദേശം വൈകുന്നേരത്തോടുകൂടി ഇത് ബ്രേക്ക് ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന വിവരം തൃക്കാക്കര ഫയർ സ്റ്റേഷനിൽ അറിയുകയും അവിടുന്ന് തൃപ്പൂണിത്തുറ നിലയത്തിൽ നിന്നും 2 വാഹനങ്ങളാണ് ആദ്യം എത്തിച്ചേർന്നത്. ഈ തീ വളരെ വ്യാപിക്കുന്നതായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലാക്കി. എന്നാൽ അധികമായ മീഥേൻ ഗ്യാസിൻ്റെ ഒരു പ്രഭാവം പോലെ ഈ തീ മറ്റു സ്ഥലങ്ങളിലേക്ക് വ്യാപിക്കുകയാണ് ഉണ്ടായത്. അതുപോലെ വൈകുന്നേരങ്ങളുള്ള കാറ്റ് മൂലവും ഇത് തീ വളരെ അനിയന്ത്രിതമായി വ്യാപിക്കുകയും രാത്രി ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള സമയങ്ങളിൽ വൻതോതിലുള്ള ഫയർ ഫൈറ്റിംഗ് നടത്തി ഏകദേശം തീ നമ്മൾ കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്തെങ്കിൽ പോലും കറുത്ത പുക ഈ പരിസരമാകെ വ്യാപിക്കുകയും ഈ ഫയർ ഫൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഉദ്യോഗസ്ഥന്മാർക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ശ്വാസതടസ്സം ഉണ്ടാവുകയും ചെയ്യുകയാണ് ഉണ്ടായത്.
Acrid smoke cloaked the city. Schools shut down. Parents sealed windows. A city gasped.
ഈ ശ്വാസം മുട്ട് മാറുന്ന പണി ഇവിടെ ഇല്ല. ഞങ്ങൾ പോകാൻ ശേരവും പിടിച്ച് ആവണ പണി പോകുന്നതാണ്.
എന്റെ വീട്ടില് ഭാര്യക്ക് ശ്വാസം മുട്ട്, അതുപോലെ മക്കൾക്ക്, കുഞ്ഞു മക്കളൊക്കെ ഉള്ള അവിടെ ആൾക്കാർക്കൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കര ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാണ്.
For air and for accountability. This wasn't a fire. It was a wake-up call. Amidst this chaos, Bhumi Green Energy stepped in. Not with promises, but with a plan. Where others saw a dump, Bhumi saw a data problem. A design challenge. They walked into the smoke with science in hand and a philosophy rooted in earth. Every waste has its own story. And Brahmapuram's story was unlike any other. Coastal, high moisture, high salinity, methane heavy. A generic solution would fail. It needed precision, personalization, a site-specific strategy. Bhumi responded with a scientific framework built not in air-conditioned offices, but on site, in marsh, in monsoon, in heat and haze. Crucially, Bhumi engineered and deployed site-specific indigenous machinery tailored to the unique terrain and composition of Brahmapuram. These in-house innovations not only accelerated the process but also set Bhumi apart as a technical pioneer, not just as an executor. This innovation-first approach became a defining strength, combining grassroots practicality with engineering precision. The work began with unearthing, literally, 110 acres of legacy waste. Through mechanized sorting, materials were separated into recyclables, inert matter, RDF, and hazardous remnants. Every processed ton meant land was reclaimed, breathing again.
In every sustainable scientific practices followed here, as per the regulation, the biological activity of microorganism under 3 different type of functions, that is bio-mining, bio-remediation and phytoremediation is utilized. In the first part, bio-mining, microorganism utilizes whatever the assimilable components, metals or nutrients into compactable or degradable form, and ultimately fines are generated. These fines are otherwise known as biosoils. They are nutrient rich and nutrients rich. Of course, it may contain some hazardous materials that is accumulated along with the discarded municipal solid material. And the second part is bioremediation, by the functions and activity of microorganism or biomasses or biomaterials. What beneficial things can be generated out of that. So the bioremediation is a method where this biological system can be utilized as a remedial measure to reclaim this affected area. The third one is phytoremediation. Here the plants are allowed to grow on the soil, especially the biosoil, so that any hazardous or harmful materials are assimilated by the plants, so that the area, the place can be converted to a fertile one. The plants has the capacity to accumulate any hazardous material, so the extraction of the materials are possible in this way.
Bhumi knew removing waste wasn't enough. The soil had absorbed trauma. So came life. Microbial life. Bacteria and fungi that digested toxins, neutralized odor, restored soil health at the microscopic level. Green returned. Carefully selected plants absorb heavy metals and stabilize the land. Each sapling was a quiet act of resistance, a signal that nature can heal if given the right tools. Together, these 3 interventions didn't just clean. They revived.
കൊച്ചിൻ കോർപ്പറേഷൻ്റെ ബ്രഹ്മപുരം പ്ലാന്റ് 2023 അത് തീ കത്തിയതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് വളരെ ഒരു സ്തംഭനാവസ്ഥയിലിരുന്ന സമയത്താണ് നമ്മൾ ഭൂമി ഗ്രീൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഏജൻസി നിയമപ്രകാരം നമ്മുടെ ബയോമൈനിങ്ങിൻ്റെ പ്രോസസ്സിങ്ങുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് വരുന്നതും വളരെ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ആ പ്രവൃത്തി അവർ പൂർത്തീകരിക്കുകയും ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. ഏകദേശം 7 ലക്ഷം ടണ്ണാണ് നമ്മുടെ ആദ്യത്തെ സർവേ പ്രകാരം നമ്മൾ കണ്ടെത്തിയ മാലിന്യ വേസ്റ്റുകൾ വന്നിരുന്നത്. അത് സെഗ്രിഗേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കയറ്റിവിടുന്നത് ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ വളരെ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ശുചിത്വ മിഷൻ്റെ എല്ലാ മാനദണ്ഡങ്ങളും പാലിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ അപ്രകാരം അവർ പ്രവൃത്തികൾ പൂർത്തീകരിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. കേരളത്തിൽ തന്നെ ഒരു റോൾ മോഡൽ എന്ന തരത്തിൽ ഇത്രയും 50 ഏക്കറോളം സ്ഥലം ഇപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് റീക്ലെയിം ചെയ്ത് കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ള പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ മറ്റ് മേഖലകളിൽ കൂടി വ്യാപിപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ കേരളത്തിൽ മൊത്തം മാലിന്യ സംസ്കരണ പദ്ധതികളിൽ ഒരു മോഡൽ എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ അവതരിപ്പിക്കാൻ ഭൂമി ഗ്രീന് കഴിയും എന്നുള്ളതാണ് എൻ്റെ ഉറപ്പായ വിശ്വാസം.
Brahmapuram wasn't just a landfill. It was a logistical nightmare. Marshy terrain, seasonal fires, methane explosions. Yet, Bhumi didn't blink. 5,400 RDF trucks, over 1.75 lakh metric tons of fuel material transported to cement industries across India. up to 1,000 kilometers away. Customized trommels, smart monitoring, air sensors, CCTV-linked dashboards. Digital weighbridges, daily compliance audits, everything tracked, everything is accountable. In just months, 7.25 lakh metric tons of legacy waste processed, 6.32 lakh metric tons dispatched, thousands of tons of carbon emissions avoided. NEERI, NIT Calicut and Kerala State Pollution Control Board. On ground, multiple inspections. Fire safety NOCs, real-time data dashboards, consent to operate, all validated.
How the functions are going on, any hazardous thing is going on there, any safety issues is there, whether the operation is as per the national guidelines, and it has to be scientifically monitored. For that activity, a state monitoring committee, expert committee is constituted by the corporation. Myself is one among them. As a professor of School of Environment Studies, Kochi University of Science and Technology, and a dean, and having more than 25 years of experience as a chemist as well as an environmental expert, we are regularly evaluating the functions there. They are following the scientific protocol and everything is monitored and it is documented.
Numbers only tell part of the story. The real result? No more choking smoke. No more headlines of hazard. Kochi breathed again. Bhumi believes waste is not a mere logistical problem. It's a moral one. Each solution must be scientific, rooted in data, scalable, adaptable to other geographies, site-specific, no cut-paste models. Bhumi asks hard questions. Can waste inspire circular economies? Can cities turn their dirtiest zones into cleanest success stories? At Brahmapuram, the answer was yes. Bhumi's intervention was anchored by institutional alignment and public trust. The government of Kerala, along with the Shujitwa mission, offered full policy support, recognizing that scientific precision was essential to solve a deeply rooted crisis. At the heart of this transformation stood the Kochi Municipal Corporation, under the staunch leadership of its mayor. As the chief implementing authority, the corporation didn't just offer permissions, they took ownership. Their commitment to turning Brahmapuram into a replicable model of scientific waste remediation was not just visible, it was pivotal.
Bhumi Green actually took up this laborious work. I feel that it was the most challenging work even for a company of the reputation of Bhumi Green. The whole Brahmapuram was covered with plastic. It was not mere plastic, it was actually mountains of plastics. You could not transport, you could not travel on the roads in Brahmapuram. You could not even start walking near these places because everywhere it was full of plastic. And now it has been properly remediated. Biomining has been done. The people of Kerala, even the Honorable High Court judges, were seeing the biomining process right in front of their eyes. Whichever areas were remediated, we started planting Ramacham, we started testing the soil, we started doing all these works. And now I'm proud to say that as the mayor of Kochi, we have entirely transformed Brahmapuram, and Brahmapuram is now going to be back in the news, not for the wrong reasons, but for the good reasons that Kochi is going to educate. Kochi is going to tell the story, the success story of Brahmapuram to each and every part of India. And I believe that this will be a global story. Why this is a global story is because of the challenges that Bhumi Green had to face. There was no fire for 2 years consecutively. They managed everything so beautifully. We are now seeing flowers getting coming out of the plants. We are all happy We have started smiling. Kochi has started smiling. Kochi is back to the old days. I'm sure that this will be an important part of the history, written in golden words, in golden letters, which will never fade in history. And I believe that all the students in Kochi are going to come back to Brahmapuram. They will all start planting trees so that generations will learn what wrong we did to the soil and how we remediated it and how we actually made the whole story different. So let us all enjoy, let us all be proud, let Bhumi Green be proud, let the Corporation of Kochi be proud, let every Malayali be proud, and a company from Maratha, from Pune has come here, has done all the good work. Let the story live for the generations to come.
Key stakeholders, including senior bureaucrats, CM, MPs, MLAs, and local ministers, consistently monitored progress and validated Bhumi's site-specific strategy. Their feedback was unequivocal. Brahmapuram is no longer a liability. It's a model of what's possible when governance and innovation work together. Effective measures were implemented without fail. The transformation also resonated with the people. Once voiceless, in the shadow of waste, local residents became active witnesses to change. For the first time, we felt both seen and safe. Today, Brahmapuram is not just a reclaimed site, it's a policy case study, referenced in government circulars, sustainability summits, and interagency reviews. It represents a new benchmark for legacy waste management across India.
Kochi was a very challenging experience for us. This was the first time when a project which was in which nearly 70 to 80% of the waste which is underground, which is already submerged in the land, water, it was to be biomined. Again, the whole project was in national news in 2023, the March fire. There was a big national news, and we took this up as a challenge. We adopted different technologies, a different approach to remediate this site. First, we started with aeration. We went on for remediating it, drying it, pulling out the waste and drying it, and then we started filling it up. So for filling it up, we filled the whole low-lying area and we started with plantation of trees. This project has been a great success for us. We encountered the challenges of language, we encountered the challenge of culture, we countered the challenge of new rules, and we think with the project that we have implemented, we have made a space in the heart of the people of Kochi and Kerala, and this project has been a great success for us.
What happened in Kochi is not isolated. It is a model, a proof point. What worked in Brahmapuram can work in Mumbai, in Manila, in Mexico City. Bhumi's approach is replicable, rooted, and resilient. This is the new standard of legacy waste management. Not reactionary, but regenerative. Brahmapuram was once a symbol of neglect. Today, it is a blueprint of what cities can become. The soil breathes, birds return, the people smile, the city dreams again. This is not the end. This is only the beginning. If Kochi can do it, why not your city?